regulate, especially by rules, adjusting slightly. What? A regulator, that's the one. A device that automatically controls pressure, temperature, etc. Scene. Yellow! Hello everybody, it's been a long time. Long time girl, we never see you. Come make me hold your hand. Long time girl, we never see you. Come let me hold your hand. What going? Alright, Musa, if there's anybody trying to interfere with this reading, please block them so we can receive the messages that you brought us here to receive. Do step in and deliver your messages to we, your children. Okay? So, what's your message for the people today? Long time, girl, me never see you. Come. Make me hold your hand. Okay, I'm hearing Donald Trump. Again. Alright, well, regulator. Let's regulate. Control the pressure. Control the temperature. That is what we do. Alrighty. Oh. So Donald Trumpy. This one is for you today. And I just heard Ibrahim Traore. Again, so the same two. Okay. And China. What's China's president's name? That guy. I'm seeing a country starting with S. Well, I don't know if it's a country. It's starting with S. The word isn't coming through clearly. Okay. Well, if God wanted it to come through clearly, it would. But, wait, I'm seeing Sierra. Sorry, guys. Sierra, Sierra Leone. So, Donald Trump, Ibrahim Traore, the president of China, I don't know what his name is, and Sierra Leone. This one is for y'all. Long time, girl, me never see you come make me hold your hand. Long time, girl, me never see you come make me hold your hand. Don't say that. Hey. I was just thinking Traore is a handsome guy. And his contributions to Africa and humanity right now is just making him look better. I think that's what I find so attractive about him, actually. I love people with guts. So I know Mr. Traore is married. It's okay. I can enjoy looking from afar, you know. I'm a respectable woman. Plus, just because he look good and he's doing what he's doing, don't make him the right man for a woman like me. So the fact that I gave the compliment doesn't mean that I want anything to go further than there. Okay, it's just nice to look at. All right, let's enjoy the view and keep it moving. All righty. So, um, the words on these cards, please wait for me to interpret them before you get scared of whatever comes out or confused, okay? Because God tends to use random decks to give certain messages. It just depends on which deck best best conveys the message that God is trying to convey, okay? So sometimes, like you can see the word cook, and you think that it's talking about being in the kitchen and making food, but it's not. It could be talking about trying to come up with a plan, okay? Sometimes you may see the word message. Not message, marriage. A marriage could talk about something, that agreement between a man and a woman, or it could be talking about a business, uh, a business partnership, or just a serious commitment, not exactly like marriage, like on paper and all of that. So it's best to allow me to interpret what the cards are saying, because it's not just about the cards. God has to give me the downloads as to the context as well, okay? So if you're trying to interpret the cards, you just might confuse yourself or scare yourself, okay? When you see the word polygamy, it could talk about somebody who is in a relationship with more than one person. It could just be talking about somebody in a business partnership with more than one person, okay? So it just depends on the context. So let us be slow to assume the message that come out on the table. Okay. Do not confuse yourself. Because these are oracle cards. It's hard to make a deck that conveys the message just straightforward, because there's so many different topics that God covers, you know. So yeah, the downloads as well as the words on the cards, they're equally important. All right. Yeah. And earlier I felt somebody rushing me. Don't fucking come around here and rush me, you know. Hey? Haste makes waste. All right? If you want an accurate message, you have to go through the process. All right? Especially knowing who I am, and there's so many people wanting to stop me and make me look stupid and whatnot, because I do readings for people like President Donald Trump and President Traore and President the Chinese one, and yeah, I do readings for governments, and you know, superstars, important people. You know, I have the power to shift things. I am the regulator. Okay? So there's a lot of powerful people who don't want me to regulate. Eh? The ones who are trying to create chaos. They don't want to regulate. So it's like they're creating chaos over there, and God's putting me in the position to undo the fuckery with like one video and shit. Fixing the world one video at a time, one reading at a time. You see? People talk about being baptized by the water. Water doesn't baptize anybody. People are baptized by the word. Okay? The word, lessons, understanding. That's what changes people. Okay? So that's what we bring to you. The words of understanding. Okay? So let's see what it is that God wants. Let's see, we had Donald Trump, President Ibrahim Traore, President of China, and Sierra Leone. That's what this reading is about today. Okay? Well, this is who it's for, this is what it's about, and so on and so on. What the hell does all those elements have to do with each other? We don't know. We're about to find out. Okay? The New World Order people, they don't like me. Them no like me and me no like them. Them are me enemy, me and them no friend. We don't give a fuck about New World Order. Eh? Idiot people them. If it was something better, then it will be fine. But your New World Order is just be a fuckery. You're just children on a playing field, bullying the other children. That's all you are. You're bullies. And we don't like bullies. Okay? We don't take kindly to being bullied. Alright? Alright? Because you know what? It ain't no fun when the rabbit's got the gun. Pew, 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 pew. Okay, wait, what? What's this? Oh, interesting. Led by the Spirit. Pew, 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 pew. Alright, so the subject matter of this message, oh, see? This is what I'm talking about. Look at the subject matter. Sex therapy. But you know what that means? It has nothing to do with sex, because I don't think that these presidents and Sierra Leone are having sex with each other. You see what I'm saying? So sex is about an interaction. Okay? It's an exchange of energy. All right? Between two or more. So this is talking about the relationship between the President of America, the President of Burkina Faso, the President of China, and Sierra Leone. I'm guessing the government of Sierra Leone. I don't know what's going on because I don't watch the news, first of all. Okay, I stay away from propaganda. If I want real news, here it is. Okay, can't believe what I see on CNN and BBC and Fox and all them other news stations. They all run by the same New World Order people. Okay, we all know that by now, right? So I don't keep up with current events and shit like that, because when God need me to come out and give a message, I'm giving some kind of inkling. Okay, everything for me is spiritual. I have no patience in being fooled. Don't fuck with my computer. Hey, yeah, you can fuck with this one. I see I fuck with this one on a regular. And my other phone. It's fine. Enjoy that. You can't fuck with this though. Oh. Water for mommy, yay. So these presidents and this country or the government of this country or whoever of high importance in Sierra Leone, they have some kind of interaction between them going on. And God wants to talk about that today or talk to them today on this video. So I'm just trying to retrieve that message. Oh God. Most High, why did you even use this deck, man? You're so rude. God is feeling froggy today. Okay, let's see. You want to see the card that come out so far in my face? Chicken head. Who's the chicken head in this scenario? Let's see. Oh. Okay. Let's see what cards came out here. All right, let's pull this down a bit so we can get some space. Let's see. Let's put that there where everybody can see it. And put this. Okay, let's check out the cards first. First, we got chicken head, unprotected sex, and police. This is like the only card that should be interpreted as it is. Okay, so somebody's being stupid in this case, and then we got the fucking card that came out by itself. So these three came out together, and then this one by itself. And the underlying issue is their sex therapy, the way that they're dealing with each other. Look, next in, we got listen to your conscience. All right. Oh, okay. Wait, slow down. Put your guns down. Okay? Don't say another word to each other. Okay? Hang on. So, chicken head obviously is someone with not much sense. Okay? It's someone who is not in their right mind. And then we have unprotected sex. So that's unprotected interactions. So between President Trump, President Traore, let's see what the hell the Chinese president name. Hang on. I'm sorry for not knowing your name. Excuse me. President of China, 2025. So the name is oh God. Xi Jinping. Xi Jinping. President Xi, we're gonna call you that. Okay? Because I don't want to mess up your name, and I think I got it. Xiaomi. President Xi. Xiaomi. I have a Xiaomi phone. Forgive me if I'm saying your name wrong, okay? Chinese is definitely not my first language. Okay. So, Most High is saying that you guys are not in your right state of mind. The way that you're interacting with each other, this is President Trump, President Traore, President Xi of China, and Sierra Leone. Okay? God said the way that you are interacting with each other, you are not interacting with each other correctly, because there's a lot of loopholes, there's a lot of misconceptions, risk assessments. It wasn't done properly. Y'all are going off of inaccurate information. Okay? And because of the inaccurate information that you have amongst about each other, is causing you to behave towards one another kind of recklessly. Okay, so that's why we're here now, to police the situation, right? Then we have the fucking card. So let's talk about actual sex. The sex come in different levels. Okay, there's respectful sex and there's kind of disrespectful sex. There's sentimental sex, or how should I say, well, yeah, respectful or disrespectful. To have sex with somebody, to me, they come in stages. You meet somebody, you can fuck them. You feel something for somebody, you have sex with them. And you really, really feel something for somebody, you have tantric sex with them. Okay, so that's the 3 levels of sex for me. Actual sex, right? So as you can see, this is on the fucking, because you can meet somebody and don't even know their name and have sex with them. Well, fuck them. Okay, so there's a lot of upheaval between you guys right now. Okay, and we're here to help you sort it out. See, that video don't usually have commercials in it, and all of a sudden now commercials are playing. Trying to interrupt us. Okay, I turned it off, motherfuckers. Now what? Okay. So the underlying issue here is the way that you're interacting with each other. God says you need to listen to your conscience. So it's like what your physical eyes and your physical ears are hearing and seeing, what you are perceiving, even with your mind, is not what is there. You need to go deeper within yourself and listen to your conscience, listen to your intuition. So it's like what you need to know is already within you. And there's a little voice in you telling you that there's something out of sync with your interactions with each other. And that little voice is telling you the truth. Okay? Because the next thing we have coming in is admirer. Then we got stop, education, thief, be on your own. Then we got family, credit, unrestrained indulgence, groomed, guardian. In this case, this is a good thing. Yeah, collect. Okay, so let me translate that for you. So God is saying that the way that you're interacting with each other, this is President Trump, President Traore, President Xi of China and Sierra Leone. Y'all are not interacting with each other based on accurate information. God is saying that you need to listen to your conscience in this situation, because here's where you will find the truth. Listen to your intuition, listen to that deeper sense of yourself that's talking to you. Because what your eyes and what your 5 senses are perceiving, or even what your mind is telling you, what people outside you are telling you, they're not giving you accurate information. It's causing more upheaval between you all. Okay? Admirer, you actually like each other. You actually stand for the same thing. Okay? But then we have stop, school or education. Then we have thief. So there's something blocking you guys from learning what the truth is, and that's actually stealing the ability to interact and achieve things collectively. Okay? It's causing you to want to be on your own. So this is a divide and conquer type of this is a divide and conquer tactic that's being used on you guys. Okay? So because there's such a wedge between you, there is no communication between you. Okay? And even when you communicate, you find it hard to believe each other. Even your own intuition, you feel is deceiving you, but it's not. Listen to your intuition, because you guys can do great things together, because this is what the rest of the card says. It says family. This is you guys working together. Credit. You know what credit is. Okay? Unrestrained indulgence. So you be unstoppable, powerful. That's what that is talking about. This is a good thing. Don't look at the bottom bit. This is a good thing in this instance, because if you work together, you'll be unstoppable. We got groomed and guardian. So it's like training yourselves to depend on each other. God is saying it's a good idea. Okay? There's an element, and we're going to look into this card because I feel like this is where the mix-up is coming in. Somebody is putting you against each other. Okay, and that's why this card came out by itself. And when you work with each other, then you can collect the spoils of your efforts. You can collect your prize for your hard work. Okay. So here what we gonna do. Yeah, look, we got anal sex, romance. That's a bad thing. There is no romance in anal sex. Insurance, blank card. Exactly. There is no insurance. The way that you're treating each other is not going to get you anything. And nature's lessons is this shit is crazy. That's what God wants you to say. Y'all are acting crazy. Look, Father. Yeah, Father says y'all are acting crazy. You need to do the right thing. Okay? So you all are going, yeah, be nice to yourselves by being nice to each other. You all are going against each other when you're supposed to be working together. If you work together, you'll achieve more, but there's no trust here. And we're going to dig into this to find out what is being hidden in this, because I feel like this is the culprit that's causing the divide. Yeah, be nice to yourself. We got bad for business, money, customs. So it's money that's driving you guys apart. Your money customs are driving you apart. That's what's stopping you guys from achieving even greater things. So you guys are being individually, you're out for yourselves individually. Okay? When you should be working together. The money customs that you're used to, you need to put that aside right now. Right now, it's time to move as a unit. Yeah, your money customs are making you infertile. Take time to grieve and move on. It's time to change it up. Let's look into this fucking card. This fucking card. Let me put these back in order just in case I need to go back to them again. Yeah, man. Heavenly Father say y'all are moving crazy. Y'all are treating each other like shit. And that's bad for business. Everybody's out for their own. God said no, now is the time to come together as a family unit. Okay? And you'll be unstoppable, unrestrained indulgence. Anything that you go after, you'll get it because you're stronger together. Talking about President Trump, President Traore, President Xi of China, and Sierra Leone. So let's take a closer look at what is going on with this card, because God has come to police this madness that y'all got going on. And you don't have to believe us if you don't want to, but at least when you hindsight is 2020, you look back and see, yeah, she did say that. The messenger did tell y'all that. So if y'all choose to keep working against each other, choose to put your own selves first, and you fail, and then future shows you, like, future reveals that you were actually for each other, but you never were communicating clearly, you never were believing each other, you remember that we told you you're supposed to be working together right now. However you do what you do, you're supposed to be working together right now. You'll be stronger. Matter of fact, you'll be unstoppable, unrestrained. Okay. Message delivered. Whatever the fuck you choose to do with it, that's your goddamn business. Okay, so let's show us what we need to know when it comes to this card about the fucking. So this is all about you putting yourselves first. This is not a season for you to put yourselves first. This is a season for family. This is a season for moving as a unit. This is the season for you to work together in unity. Okay? You'll achieve. If you don't work in unity, you will not achieve what you're trying to achieve. Yeah, I'm that type of messenger who says fuck. Because sometimes that's the only language that some people understand, and I'm happy to speak it for you. Because y'all be acting hard-headed. If you sit down and you take a moment and you think about what we're saying here, or you pray about it, it will make sense to you. All of you. So you can keep just going around and around and around in circles like some idiots. Like we've been doing for so many centuries. Dedicate your life and your energy and your time to losing. Why? Everybody want to win. And we the people want you to win. So God is sitting on high watching y'all like these children of mine. They're so ridiculous. Yeah. They're so selfish. Let me tell you something, right? Your best friend can be your worst enemy. And your worst enemy can also become your best friend. How do you win at life? Is being ready. When they switch, you switch. So while they're being your worst enemy, you know how to move. But when they switch and be your best friend, you should know how to move equally. Or else you set yourself back. You set yourself off course. Or when somebody is being your best friend, you know how to move. And when they stop being your best friend, you know how to move equally. Do you understand? It's as simple as that. It's not rocket science. Yes, we were enemies yesterday, but something tells me to have faith in you today. Because people switch up on you. And if you even work together in unison now and you achieve what you're achieving, don't think that that unity is going to last forever. So still keep your eyes open. Because people change depending on their own motives, their own needs, their own position or circumstance. But right now is the time for unity. It's safe for you to unify. Or unite. That's what God is saying to you. Customs and traditions are not always safe spaces. Right now, your customs are working against you. Against the world. Because a lot of people depend on you. President Trump, President Traore, President Xi of China, and Sierra Leone. I'm guessing the government of Sierra Leone. A lot of people are depending on you. You can't afford to be making stupid, selfish decisions. That's not what a leader does. Not a good one anyway. You want to put yourself in the position of being a leader. Obviously, you can't move like a regular person. Even in situations like this one. When you want to put yourself in a position of leadership, you need to be guided by the best of the best of the best. And who's better than your God? I suggest that all of you go into prayer so you can gain understanding of the situation that you find yourselves involved. You need understanding because you're going the wrong direction right now. You're not supposed to be fighting each other right now. You're not supposed to be every man for himself right now. You're supposed to be working together as a unit. For we, the people. If you care. If you're courageous enough. If you're a worthy leader. Because if your intuition is telling you something, how can you be a leader who does not listen to their intuition? Do you have any idea what the intuition is? Your intuition is your inner God. It's God in you. Your God in you, giving you directions. You don't have to understand everything. You just have to follow, trust, and obey that which you hear within, that which you feel within. There's no advisor that you have around you in any quantity who can advise you better than the God that is in you. If you know my story, you'll know that I've been fighting the New World Order posse for many years by myself. And I am winning. Why? Because I listen to the God in me. I have faith in the God in me. I make decisions even when I'm afraid. Even while I'm shaking, I'm making the decisions that God tells me to make within myself. Speaking my story publicly, it was risky because people would look at me as if I'm crazy, but you know what? I did it anyway because it offered me security, because everybody, I know that everybody will not see me as crazy. Those who are underground, who are hearing my story, they know what I'm saying is true. And those who are watching my life from a distance, they'll see certain things about my behavior, certain things about people around me. They'll see certain things and they'll be able to put the mathematics together and say, you know what, something's going on with her for real. Who is that man watching her? Who are these people talking about her? So putting my story out there, it actually offered me security that I couldn't get from the police, because the New World Order owned the police. I couldn't get from my family because they were working with the New World Order as well. Or they are. And those who aren't working with them, they don't know what the hell to believe. So there was nobody to protect me. There was nobody for me to lean on. It was just me and my daughter moving through this world by ourselves. Two women. Two largely ignorant women. Because we thought that life is how they taught us. If you be good, good things will come to you. Hell nah. It was a lie. There's a lot of secrecy. The real world is ugly. Very ugly. Very, very ugly. That's what I had to learn the hard way. Me and my child. And we had to adjust ourselves to this newfound understanding of life, reality. Reality. We realize that reality is not much real at all. Saying all that to say, if I can do it, you can do it. All I needed was God. And no matter where you are, no matter what type of problem you find yourself in, your God is never separated from you. Your best confidant is your God. Your most important confidant, your most important guard, your most important everything is your God. If that's not how you're living wrong. You will be easily conquered if that's not how you're living. You as a leader, especially, you cannot afford to be without your God. You hear what I say? You cannot afford. When other regular people can be wishy-washy about God, you are not allowed to. You need help. You need help from the best of 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 the best. Infinite best. No leader nowhere is supposed to be without their God. That's how y'all buckle and bow. Because you're godless. You're faithless. So as soon as shit look hard, as soon as shit looks shaky, you run away. You get scared. You separate yourself. You have no courage because you have no God. You're not allowed to not have a God. Any and every leader everywhere, you need your God. Your God is your strength. Your God is your advisor. Your God is your friend. Your God is your protector. Your God is your lawyer. You need your God. If you don't have your God with you strong, you need to fix that first before you can do anything else with anybody else. You're not allowed to not have a God. And you are not your God. So don't tell me you believe in yourself. We are nothing. We ourselves are nothing. You need to connect to your higher power. You especially as leaders. So many people's lives are in your hands. So many people's lives depend on your decisions, your courage. Our lives, our futures depend on your courage. To a large extent. People like me, I do my own fucking thing. So whatever you do, it's not gonna affect me because I have my God. You touch not the Lord's anointed shit. 1,000 may fall at this side and 10,000 fall at this side and nothing gonna happen to me. But for the regular people, your decisions affect their lives. You asked to be in this position. The least you can do is do it well. Do it to the best of your ability. Do not let your fear be stronger than your faith. If at any time you look back as a leader and you see that your fear is what held you back from making good decisions, just know that you are a failure. There's no way to sugarcoat it. How can you be a leader who gets crippled by fear? Why are you in that position? You don't belong there then, do you? You don't. Fear is not supposed to be a factor in the life of a leader, or else everybody who come under that leader is doomed. True or false? Connect to your higher power. You need to. You need to pray for faith. You need to pray for courage. You need to pray for understanding. You need to pray for guidance. You need to pray for friendship. You need to pray for comrades. You need to pray for success. You need to pray. Okay, so clarifying the fucking card. Subject matter is bittersweet. Bittersweet. Something's bittersweet, there's a lot of room for improvement. Okay. So, whew. Yeah, rejection. So there it is. You're rejecting each other. That's the problem. You're not supposed to be rejecting each other right now. You're supposed to be working together as a family. The underlying issue, we got bittersweet facade. You don't believe in each other. See, we got instinct. Your instinct, your perception, creation, that's beginning something, and perfection, that's balance. Victim, there's no trust. So you feel like if you create this partnership, your perception is telling you if you create this partnership hoping for perfection, you're only gonna be victim to each other. You don't trust each other. You need balance. And that comes through prayer. Let me know you see that word clearly. You see that? Balance this situation with prayer. And it will bring renewal and completion. You'll be able to see your efforts to the end. The work that you put in, workaholic. We got dissipating wisdom. You're going to confound your enemies. They're not going to understand. Yeah, destiny. So if you work together, the people who are trying to fight against you, they're going to be dumbfounded or confounded or however the Bible puts it. They're going to be totally thrown off. Because you see, right now, what you're doing is what they expect you guys to do. They expect you all to not have the ability to move as a unit, as a strong unit. So right now, the enemy is winning. Yeah. But if you choose to apply prayer, because you need guidance, you all need guidance. President Trump, President Traore, and President Xi of China and Sierra Leone. If you choose to apply prayer in this situation, you will get the victory. Trust and obey your God. You need to bring God into the situation. Once you do that, all the work that your enemy is trying to do to you, it's going to come to naught. You're going to confuse them. Dissipating wisdom. They can't read you. Because first of all, you didn't even start off doing what they expected you to do. Because you all are master strategists. Okay? That's the first thing. You all are master strategists. When it comes to army and all these things, y'all know that you not only, when you're doing an attack, the little bit I know, right? Because I'm not a professional on this, but what I do know from common sense is like, if you're gonna plan an attack on your enemy, then you're gonna have some idea as to what your enemy will do in response to that attack. You see, but whatever attack your enemy has sent your way, if you unite together, you'll be able to avert. You'll be able to overcome. It will not be able to destroy you. Okay? And when they were doing their assessment, the one thing that they never counted on was you all actually working together. So the world is going to sit back and watch what decisions you choose to make in this situation. But y'all are meant to be working together. You're stronger together in this situation. Okay? If in the next few weeks or the next few months or whatever you find that you need to go your separate ways, go your separate ways. But right now, y'all need to work together. You're stronger together. And that's the message. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time. Bye-bye.